To quote Beyonce's 2011 hit, "Who Run the World?" Well, in this case, who run the Grammys? Now, 4 women won the top 4 prizes at the 63rd Annual Grammy Awards earlier today, and making history was Beyonce, who broke the record for the most Grammy Awards for female artists with her 28th win. Now, she won Best R&B Performance for Black Parade, Best Music Video for Brown Skin Girl, as well as Best Rap Performance and Best Rap Song for Savage with Megan Thee Stallion. Now, Beyonce officially beating out Alison Krauss for the most Grammys awarded to a female artist. She also ties Quincy Jones for second place among all Grammy winners. The other big awards went to Taylor Swift, who became the first female performer to win Album of the Year 3 times. Billie Eilish picked up Record of the Year for the second straight time, and Megan Thee Stallion became the first female rapper to win Best Rap Song. Now, joining me now to talk about the award show is the Straits Times' music correspondent Eddino Abdul Hadi. Dino, it's a big year for the female artists in the music industry, sweeping the top awards of the night. Now, of course, women have won all top 4 awards in the past, but this year marked the first time they went to 4 separate and solo women. For a start, Dino, can we have your thoughts on this?
Yeah, the first thing that I thought when when I saw the winners list and there's so many women, you're right. It's not the first time that women have swept all the 4 awards, but it's very close to 2018. It was just 3 years ago that the former president of the Academy, he made this comment that people saw was very condescending to women. He said that women artists needed to step up, and then there were a lot of people who were angry because it sounded like he was throwing a challenge and he was talking down to women artists. And this year you've got Beyonce, you've got Billie Eilish, you've got Taylor Swift, you've got Megan Thee Stallion, and you've also got her. She won Best Song of the Year, which is like one of the major awards. So yeah, I think it's very significant. It seems like the Grammys have listened to all the complaints. They've listened and they've actually take action in awarding the winners to the deserving artists.
Right. And one of the upsets of the night was crowd favorite BTS's missing out on their bid to win a first Grammy Award despite a breakthrough year in the US. Now, the K-pop band lost to Lady Gaga and Ariana Grande for Best Pop Duo or Group Performance. Was that a big surprise, Dino? And were there any other surprises?
Well, it was kind of 50-50 for me. I wanted them to win. I was rooting for them to win. You want to see an Asian act go up there and pick up the Grammy to represent all of Asia. And obviously BTS is huge, not just in Asia, but we know this for a fact around the world, US, Europe. It's not strictly an Asian audience. So I understand the disappointment. You go online after they lost, and people were like, the general feeling, like I also felt that the Grammys are taking advantage of BTS popularity. They put them on the show, they get them to perform, they put them in the nominee list, and the millions and millions of the BTS army K-pop fans are going to tune in and going to watch, and they're going to talk about this. But they didn't win. So that was the general consensus, that you want their popularity to boost the Grammy ratings, but at the same time they're not deserving of a win. So I think there was, I guess, that's an upset. That's definitely an upset.
Right. And were there any other, things that stick out to you for the night? Any other surprises?
Well, I was watching the whole show, and this year, during the televised section, Grammys are broken up into 2. The earlier part, the non-televised version, where they give out most of the awards, and the televised 3-hour show where they give out the main awards. And there was only one award for country music. There was one by Miranda Lambert, and I was expecting to see more because that's what usually happens in previous years. There were a couple of performances by artists, including Miranda Lambert, but it seems like a little bit less country this year on the main show, on the main televised show, and a lot more hip hop and R&B, which are the genres that are huge among contemporary music fans, among younger music fans. So I think that kind of stuck out. for me.
And of course, another thing that is new this year is the format. Now, due to the pandemic, a hybrid ceremony of live and pre-recorded performance, and without the usual audience of thousands of musicians and industry executives. But Dino, did this year's show and performances still live up to the usual fanfare?
I actually liked it. I thought it was a refreshing change, you know. It makes the Grammys a bit more intimate. It all took place in one venue, in the Los Angeles Convention Center, but I think in different rooms. So the main prize giving ceremony was at this area, which looked a little bit like it was an outdoorsy area, small stage, a few tables. You can see a few tables. You know, the artists are sitting there, round tables with very few artists. They're all socially distanced. They're all wearing masks. So I thought that it's very refreshing for me. You know, I've been watching Grammys for, like I said, 20 years, and it's something visually different. Performances wise, the Grammys didn't exactly say like which parts were live, which parts were pre-recorded, but you kind of get a sense that they have a bit more leeway in terms of stage setups. For example, the Bruno Mars and Anderson .Paak performance, they did this very 70s kind of a feel to the performance, and you can see all these like amazing lights behind. It looks like you're watching some show from the 70s. So I thought that, you know, the artists probably became a little bit more creative, knowing that they don't have to perform on the same stage where they're giving out the awards. They don't necessarily have to have everything live and, you know, done at the exact same moment as everything else.
Right. Well, thank you so much, Dino, for setting aside time to speak with me. I've been speaking to music correspondent Eddino Abdul Hadi. Now, you can read all about the winners for this year's Grammys on straitstimes.com.